I'm glad we did our homework when we were shopping for windows. We did a lot of comparison shopping, and the benefits of the restoration windows far outweighed any of the other windows that we looked at. I like the fact that it's fiberglass infused. I like the fact that now we have no more cold air coming in or ice on our windows.
You know, my background is in the manufacturing business, and you know, whenever you project you're going to do something within a given time, you always want to make sure you deliver, and they pretty much projected from the outset it's going to take us 4.5 to 5 days to do this job, and it was right there, 100%.
It was just a great experience, and Dave and Robin were wonderful workers. They were pleasant, and I just couldn't ask for any more.
It was cold, and it also sweated all the time. And the one that we have in there now is toasty warm.
Isn't this so much brighter? Isn't this so much nicer that we're by this window and it's not chilly anymore, and we don't have the water dripping off of the windows that we had before. So it took us a while to make a decision on what we thought was best, but we definitely made the right decision.
The installation process on our windows was a delightful experience. The men that came and put them in were very pleasant and very accommodating, careful to take their shoes off when they were coming up on the carpeting, cleaned up after themselves, took everything away. It was a very good experience.
The comfort level has been so much better, and I notice our furnace does not run as much. Same with our air conditioning in the summertime.
No, and usually when they say they'll be here at a certain time, that's when they always showed up. We didn't have to sit and wait. Where are they or anything like that? I
mentioned to David one time, I said, boy, I don't know where you get your workers, but they all seem to have your integrity. And that's another thing that's very important to Donna and I, that everybody we've dealt with at Pro Brothers has really shown us a lot of integrity.
He really helped us to understand the different qualities. He wasn't pushy, didn't try to sway us one way or another, just gave us all the information. The difference is night and day. Our old windows were the original windows in the house over 30 years old. They were drafty, drab. You could feel the cold air pouring through, and it made me really concerned for our baby at night when he was sleeping because his room would get so cold. But now the new windows hold the heat very well. You can't feel anything if you put your hand up, and his room stays at a constant temperature regardless of the temperature outside.
I would definitely recommend Pro Bros to anyone who wants to get new windows. They're a great company to work with, they're trustworthy, and they will get you the best windows for the best price they can.
You took our 100-year-old house that we turned into our office at Grayson Porta, and people walk in there and they think they're the original windows when you look at them. They fit in so well, even though they're replacement windows. And so the same in the old farmhouse. It hasn't taken anything away from the character of our homes by using a replacement window, has it?
Not at all. Had a price from another large company, and then we got your price, and we decided to go with you because we knew we would have good service, and I think mainly because we knew your integrity.
The service side of it, when you work with Pro Brothers, when the window was broken, all we did was call you. You knew exactly the size of the window, what to order. We didn't have to do things. And knowing that if I send a friend or a client or a relative to them, I don't have to worry about what kind of service they're going to get or what kind of pricing or what kind of a product they'll be having.
We had to dial down our heat because it was just too hot in the house. So we typically keep it anywhere from 2 to 4 degrees less, depending on the weather. 68, 69, where we used to keep it at 72, 73.
What I liked is wasn't high pressure. You had time to just ask questions and get answers that you could understand, and to see the different types of windows. And it was really left up to us as to what
we wanted to purchase.
Was very honest about, well, how long do you plan on staying in the house? You know, if you're not going to stay in the house long, you don't want to spend as much money, but you can get this, you know, window. It's still very good quality. Will help your resale value, help your heating bill, and you know, then moved up the chain as to which one, you know, would be best suited for us. So it wasn't trying to push one window versus another. It was really trying to figure out what's going to work for you best in your situation and in your house. The window, sometimes in the winter, you have to move, you know, move a little further away from the window because it's colder. Not with these windows at all. It might as well be the wall. Just the very, very attentive to the detail, making sure everything was set exactly perfect, that, you know, everything was sealed good and there was no air coming through, and that it looked good, that the siding, you know, was matched up against the window the right way, and any adjustments they had to make, they made.
They were very knowledgeable. They knew what they were doing. They were very pleasant. They worked well together as a team, which I thought was important. And I thought the craftsmanship was terrific. When they put in the woodwork and the trim, it all just meshed so beautifully. I mean, he really did a good job.
Sometimes Frank actually will take off his sweatshirt or his sweater and just sit here in his shirt sleeves. And they just did a great job. They were clean and neat and polite and everything we could ask for.
Hey, the bottom line is that we really are very pleased, and we know we made the right decision, and we're very happy, and we're willing to recommend Pro Brothers to anybody, anytime.